Mr. Chairman, and I have multiple questions, so I'll try to be fast as I can. One of the things that I have encountered in my area with the Alameda Corridor East, of course, is the grade separations. How much do you invest in grade separations?
I don't have an overall number for that. Under the highway and DOT regulations, we're required to pay up to 10%.
Up to 10%.
Yes.
Currently, how much of that percentage is the norm?
I don't have an answer for that.
I can give you one, 3%. And that's because of the Alameda Corridor, which is 24 grade separations that we've been working on for a couple of decades. And one of the things that has come up here is the, Mr. Saxon, you talked about the 3,500 cars that are being ordered. Are those 1232s?
They're actually, I'd call them Super 1232s. What they really are is they're option number 2s.
Okay, so they're better than.
They are PHMSA's option number 2.
Okay, and Mr. Hamburg and Mr. Saxon, on page 13, you indicated there were 60,000 new the 1232s, yet I understand there are 228,000 DOT 111s. Is that correct, roughly? I'm looking at page 13, Mr. Hamburg's statement.
I'm sure it's correct, Mr. Napolitano, yes.
But
not all of those are in crewed service. The DOT 111 is the workhorse of the fleet, and it carries all sorts of commodities.
Mr. Saxon?
That sounds about right, according to my numbers, too. Yes.
What I have is that there are 19,680 non-jacketed DOT 111s currently in crude oil, and 3,337 jacketed DOT 111s for a total of 23,000 moving crude right now.
Is there a way to prioritize these when you're moving some of the more flammable or the more...
We unfortunately pull what the customers present to us.
Who owns the cars?
The cars are owned either by a leasing company or by the individual shippers.
Not by the railroad?
Not by the railroads.
But there is a way to prioritize this, certainly. We're talking Class 3 flammables, and there are 3 packing groups. And packing group 1 is the most flammable, packing group 2, packing group 3.
Are the Class 1 railroads the only ones that carry it, or Class 2 and 3 also carry?
Class 2 and 3 also carry.
Yes.
Okay. The human error is the leading cause of most of train accidents, 38% anyway. Have you done a breakdown of what some of those human errors entail, and what are you doing to train your staff, your operators, your people to maybe reduce the amount?
Well, you put your finger on it. It is a matter of training. It's a matter of focus. It's a matter of having daily safety briefings. Each railroad is working on fatigue management systems. Clearly, fatigue is a part of human error. And then, of course, we also are installing positive train control, which is there to...
Which is one of my subjects. You mentioned that a Security Emergency Response Training Center in Pueblo, you're training firefighters. What are you doing to train firefighters or give the information to the handling of railroad emergency contact phone numbers to the fire department, to the 911s in the areas where you operate heavier transportation of these oil, crude oil, et cetera, especially coming from the ports and other areas that have high volume of these liquids?
We have been moving hazardous material for quite some time. This is not new just because of the crude oil development. And so we have working relationships with the communities in which we operate. They have the numbers.
Real time. Because you, according to this, you let the locals know, but not in real time. It's upon request, a general list of the hazards transported through the communities, but the information is not in real time.
The information is not in real time. We have just rolled out an Ask Rail app where an emergency responder can type in the number of the tank of the car, find out what is in it, what is the contact, what is the recommended practice.
Has that been available? I'm sorry, my time is short. Has it been made available to all those that not only train?
Yeah, it's being made available to the emergency responders in the communities in which we operate. By April 1st, we will have an ability, if you put in one car load, one car number, you will know what the entire consist of the entire train.
I'd love to have that information, sir,
yes,
because we have heavy use of that. We had a derailment, a hairline rail fracture in my area years ago. Has that been improved? Have you gotten technology that is going to help you determine if there is a chance for derailment because of the hairline fracture?
It is something we're continuing to try to develop new technologies. We've been working with Mr. Gerard and his members who have similar issues of steel cracking in the North Sea, for example, taking a look at what kinds of technologies are there, more inspections, more rail car inspections.
Could this be shared with this committee? And thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Napolitano. Mr. Keko. But real quickly, Mr.